What's up, everybody? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and New Orleans Saints, and now I'm coaching y'all up. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna let it roll, so I'm gonna let it play, but it's some practice cut-ups of the Cincinnati Bengals, Andrew Hawkins. He's a receiver. Now, I'm gonna tell you a quick story about him, and I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna let the video play. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Here's what I want you to do. The first step is to watch all 600 plus of my videos. You're gonna get better, okay? You're gonna get better because the knowledge is you're gonna understand the terminology, and then you're gonna just start to mimic the stuff. Then I want you to make sure you do it right. So apply the information. Once you do that, email me, get all my training programs, okay? I'm gonna combine them for you and make them simple for you to get. So email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask me for the training programs. And then I want you to work like crazy. So take massive action. All right. So I'm going to let this roll. So I get emails every day talking about how to guard a big receiver. I need to guard this big receiver. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to tell you something, man. The big guys are those are the guys that are the easiest to cover. You want to know who's hard to guard? For me, at least. Yo, the guys with amazing feet, which would be a guy like him. All right, Andrew Hawkins. Now, mind you, this is in the NFL. He's not going against some Joe Blows, all right? Going against NFL DBs. Quick feet, short, those smaller receivers that, he likes to play in the slot. Those guys are the hard guys to cover because, like, even in that clip right there, the dude actually had decent feet, decent eyes, but then he just slipped. He went underneath of him. So, number one, I'm going to get into my story about Andrew. But look, you receivers that are small, you corners that are small, look, man, yo, play to your strengths. So what should be one of your strong points? Yo, you can get low, you can have leverage. All right? So football is naturally a low man's game. Right? So I always tell my big guys, my big tall guys, if you can be a big guy and have little guy feet, and then the knowledge and techniques and stuff that I teach you, and then like for receivers, Billy and Butler teaches you, you can be amazing. Okay? So I want to make sure you guys know that, man. Never have any excuses. Just be the best. Just work to be the best. All right. So check this out. I'm going to tell you guys a very inspiring story about Andrew Hawkins. And it's coming from my perspective. So Andrew Hawkins, he played at Toledo, which is in the MAC conference. So I actually played against him in college. Okay? Golly. All right, so I played against him in college, okay? Man, this dude was ultra quick. Like I said, he's short, but he's ultra quick. He's fast. He has heart. He has all of that, and he has some skills. So, yeah, so that's the first time I came in contact with him. I had to guard him. We ended up beating Toledo that game too. That was one of my better games. I had a really good game against those guys. So, check this out. He was a year ahead of me, okay? Yeah, because I was a junior that game, I think. Yeah, I was a junior. Yeah, I think so. I think he was a year ahead of me. All right, so check this out. Going into my All-Star game, so I was at Prime U at this time. Going into my All-Star game, it was called the Texas versus the Nation game. I get there, right? And I see Andrew Hawkins. He wasn't playing in the game or nothing like that. He was hosting, like he was like a I don't know how to call it a counselor, but he was basically working the event for them. So like signing us in and stuff, right? So I was like, yo, you went to Toledo. I remember you. He was like, yeah. So I was like, hey man, how'd everything go? How's everything? He was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to make it, man. So that year, he didn't get picked up by anybody after the draft. He wasn't in anybody's camp. So I was like, damn, man, that dude's really good. But I guess they thought he was undersized, or whatever, just part of the game. Like you saw that one-handed catch. All right, so I turned on the TV one night, like just, I was just got done doing some push-ups and I was watching some TV. And this is when Michael Irvin, I forgot what year that was. It wasn't too far after that time I saw him. I see Michael Irvin doing some type of TV show where he would have a certain amount of receivers. I think it was receivers. Yeah, I think it was all receivers. like 10 receivers, and they all, first of all, they had to make it, so they have to, get selected. Then they had to go through these grueling events to be able to, and the last one standing uh would get an opportunity to go to the Dallas Cowboys training camp and play. And I thought it was a reality TV show. And that back in that time, it was like 2009. That's when reality TV, besides like Real World and Road Rules, really started popping off. Back in that time, it was like 2008, 2009, I think. So he was in it, Andrew Hawkins. So he didn't get picked up by any teams, and then he went to that. And guys, I'm trying to tell you, Michael Irvin, Hall of Famer, Dallas Cowboy receiver, one of the best ever to ever do it. Man, this dude was putting them through some crazy stuff, yo. We talking about like run 16 110s at they had to run like 16 110s full pads under a certain amount of time, and Andrew was balling in it. I was like, yo, that dude's balling. And then run a 40-yard dash, and he ran like a 4.5 after all of that, something crazy. And I was like, man, because most of the time you run 16 110s, most likely you're really tired, right? Especially full pads, and then you're competing to make the times. Just to give y'all a little hint of the type of shape y'all got to be in to really be elite. And I think Andrew actually won that event, and I think he was in the Cowboys camp. It was either him or a returner. But the point is, I don't think he got picked up by a squad that year. So Andrew was out of the league for like a year or 2 years, man. On the street. We call it on the streets. Dude went to the CFL, okay? He made it to the CFL, balled out in the CFL. Balled out, man. Did his thing. And then got picked up by the Bengals. And then worked his way into camp, did his thing. And then he playing in the regular season, man. And then obviously these are highlights. Don't get it twisted. Like anybody could make some highlights of your best clips and one-on-ones and you look like a star. I understand that. But my biggest thing is, yo, don't ever give up, man. If you truly believe something, you're gonna find a way to make it happen. And it doesn't matter how short you are. I don't care. I don't care what background you come from. Look, man, this dude's tiny. 'Cause I'm short. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5'9", and I look down to him. But he understands his strengths. He's like, look, I'm super quick, and I'm gonna get quicker, and I'm gonna work on my routes. I'm make sure my hands are elite. I'm gonna make sure I'm in best shape. Look at how he finishes. So you see how we do the one-on-ones? I mean, we show you the one-on-ones. Watch this dude finish, man. Look at this. Receivers. Like, how are you not finishing like this? If you're really hungry, you're gonna make it happen, and you're gonna work hard. Look at this. Every time he catches the ball, he finishes. He has a burst. He catches the ball. He has a burst for like the first 10 yards, 10 to 15, 20 yards. Oh, I'm telling you, releases against him. So let's go over the releases. All right, we gotta get back to balance. Make sure eyes soft shoe. Okay. So he ended up balling out with the Bengals. Then I think he went to the Cleveland Browns, did his thing. The point is, I don't know if he's still playing. But I just want to say this, guys. I witnessed it, man. He worked his way up to a point where he was starting, scoring, making plays. He was out of the ball for like 2 years. Then he went to the CFL, balled out the CFL, and then he got an NFL contract. So it's just, and this is the type of stuff I want y'all to practice too. I had that in the one-on-ones mastery program, practicing your press releases, But these are the guys that are hard to guard, man. The little guys like Andrew Hawkins. The big guys are easy because they don't got feet like this. And if you're a big guy and you can get your feet like this little guy, that's when you're elite. That's when you're the Calvin Johnsons. You know what I mean? Andre Johnsons. And if you can guard a guy like that, that's when you're elite. So practice all day, every day, and never give up. I talk to a lot of guys. That's why we gotta get back to balance. If we strike, we don't lunge. We just make sure we strike, get back to balance. You can step with the strike, But yeah, man, never give up, yo. I seen it. I witnessed this guy, and I remember when I saw him actually playing, I was like, yo, man, like I saw his journey. I witnessed his journey. I remember seeing him like, yo, you're not on the team. You didn't get it picked up. He's like, nah, man, I'm just working right now, trying to get on. Look at that. That's how you freaking finish, man. Let's go back and watch this. I want you to see, you receivers out there, corners too. I just want to show you what a finish looks like, man. He's hungry. He's like, yo, I gotta make this team. I gotta make this team. Look at this. Only 2 people tagged off on him. So that's the type of mentality I gotta have my guys have, man. I don't care if you're a 5-star, 4-star, no star. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you're the Hall of Fame. You're in the Hall of Fame. You gotta find some hunger. You gotta find it, and you gotta hold on to that. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much money you don't have. Be hungry for the best you can be. You know, to be the best ever that ever lived, and not just in your state, not just in your country, not just in the world, not just in this earth. I'm talking outside of this galaxy, man. I'm talking levels, man. It's levels, different universe. You feel me? So I mean, I just want to encourage y'all, man. I don't care how tall you are. Look, all I care about is you improving your skills day in and day out. I saw it. I witnessed it firsthand from this guy, man. I went against him in college. I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna get picked up. He didn't get picked up. He went on a reality TV show, balled out, and when I mean bruh, they had him doing a punt return drill one time. When he getting double teamed with full pads. Oh, you know what? That's what it was. They were doing a punt return, no, a punt drill where the gunner had to get double teamed, and then he had to beat the double team. You know, that's what we do in the league. We did a lot of that. We didn't do too much of that in college. Beat the double team, and then get down the field, make the tackle, bruh. And then they ran the 16-110s, and then they ran a 40-yard dash. You see how important I'm talking about being in shape is? You think I'm playing? Being receiver and cornerback, you got to run. You got to be able to run all day. And then not only that, you got to be in shape so you can do the techniques. So you got to rep the techniques. You know, Greg, my DC, my D coordinator in New Orleans, he used to always say, fatigue makes cowards of us all. So my tip for you is to never get tired. You feel me? To play at a high level, never get tired. Mentally, physically, and the way you do that is repping it hard every single day. You got to make it harder for yourself in practice. You know, that's why I talk about wearing the bigger cleats. You know, you can wear a vest, a weight vest when you're working out. Man, you got to give yourself a handicap. You know, going against a guy, give the other guy a head start, then go catch him. This is how you do it. You run 3 extra reps. So if the coach said we got 10 110s, run 13. Always do more. Always work harder, work more, work smarter. Okay, so that's my tip, man. I'm just, seeing this guy's journey was very inspiring, and I want the same for you guys. I want you to do even better than him. I want you to do better than me. That's why I give you this information. All right, email me, email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Get all my training programs, mind and body, to get that body and mind right. I got the How to Go Pro guide in there, and got my Billy McMullen hand series to improve your hands, because I want you to catch every single ball that is thrown to you. You know, when I saw Andre Johnson play for the Texans, yo, I'd seen him drop like maybe 2 balls, yo. And that whole time I only seen him drop like 2 balls. It's incredible. Hands incredible. So you got to improve those skills. That's something you can be amazing at, just catching. So how do you do it, Mark? Well, you practice the skill set that I give you in the video series from Billy, and then you catch 200 balls a day. I ask the guys I train. I say, yo, you catch your 200 balls? If I see you drop a pass, you catch your 200 balls every day since I seen you? No, I didn't. Well, how many you do? I ain't really. Man, you ain't hungry. You don't want it. Somebody else out there wants it. Somebody in Germany is working hard because they trying to get over here and take your scholarship. I promise you. I get the emails every day. All right, I get the emails every day. They got a 4.2, 1300s on SAT because they trying to beat you out. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, and I love it. Let's get it. All right. So hit me up, guys. I want to inspire you and motivate you to take some action right now. Take massive action for the next 6 months. Watch what happens in your life. All right. Peace.